Hey everyone, hope your day is going well. We're going to check out some children's imagination today, which I love. Very short video, but looking forward to it. This is from 1986 on the BBC. Children Imagine Life in 2020. Past predictions. I love watching these older videos. That was the year before I was born. So let's see what these kids came up with. It'd probably be better than the stuff than what we're living in right now. That's my prediction. Yeah, what's up with the pessimism, man? Gee, get out of here. Next video.
Well, in last week's programme, we looked back over 21 years of Tomorrow's World. And what we didn't show you was an interview filmed back in 1966 when we asked a group of 13-year-olds to look right forward to the future.
Oh, that was the last one. Oh, can we find that? Okay. I am 6 decades too late for that one, but we'll check out this one first.
And to imagine themselves in the year 2000.
Well, in the year 2000, I think I'll probably be in the spaceship to the moon dictating robots to robots. Or else I may be, I don't know, in charge of a robot court, judging some robots. Or I may be at the funeral of a computer. Or if something's gone wrong with their nuclear bombs, I may be sort of coming back from hunting in a cave.
Okay, so 1986, that's when this video was published, probably. That's when the show on BBC aired, but the videos, okay. Oh, this was confusing, this title. But this kid was, how old was he? He's very wise. You know, he considered two possibilities there, and he's not far from it. You know, in 2000, 2020, you know, look at all the advancements in AI and robotics, and when we start to fuse these things together, hey, let's go. I will have somebody cutting my carrots. I'll have a robot for carrot cutting, scratching my back, all of those things. But he wasn't far off, and he said if something goes wrong with nuclear bombs, you know, I might be coming from my cave hunting for something. I hope he prepared to do that, because I can't hunt. I'll need a robot for hunt. Good idea. Thank you for bringing me these ideas. Hey, this is a smart gentleman right there. All right, let's listen.
I think the population will have gone up so much that either everyone will be living in sort of big domes on the Sahara, or they'll be undersea.
Computers are taking over now.
She wasn't far off either. They're building, you know, the line. That's a project that very controversial if you've seen that in Saudi Arabia. And hey, man, they are not. This is scary. Wow. Hey, they're not joking here. What are these time travelers? What are you doing? These kids there's something up. This is not imagination. This is too scary. But yeah, the population has risen since then, hasn't it? What are we, 8 billion now? But, you know, technically, the planet could sustain many, many more, technically. If you look at the space that's left, if you look at the amount of calories we can produce to feed the population, you could have many more. But if you look at the reality, how much calories we produce today and how many people are starving, you know, we produce many more calories, you know, so there's a lot of waste, and some of us eat too much. So we can't figure out how to provide food for everybody right now. So, you know, we can, it's technically possible, but we're not doing it.
Computers and automation. And in the year 2000, there just won't be enough jobs to go around.
It'll be so overpopulated that there'll all be wars. All nuclear explosions and everything. It'll make the Earth, you know, too much radiation on it. It'll become too hot to live on.
Well, that was before the manned moon landings, the microprocessor, strategic arms limitation
They were
talks,
onto
or test
something.
tube babies. So have the hopes and fears of today's 13-year-olds changed as they look forward to the year 2020?
Okay. Yeah, this title was confusing, but it was actually okay. Scratch everything I said. All right. Let's see what they come up with then. The 60s children, they were spot on, you know, not far from the truth.
perhaps brainwaves to converted into radio waves, sent to someone else, converted back into brainwaves, and it'd be like what would you call it? Like a telepathy thing.
Or instead of a channel tunnel, you could have.
Yo, these guys should become authors, man. Hey, we're writing sci-fi stories, which now, with Neuralink and stuff, not far off, once again.
Something like a space tunnel, and you could go to one planet to the other.
I wish that was true.
Obviously,
Dang.
nuclear war worries me, but I don't think that'll happen unless they've got computers that press the button for them, because no, I don't think any human being is capable of actually pressing some button that releases all nuclear arms. Because
Wow.
it just means destruction of the world.
I don't think they'll believe.
That's what was heavy on top of mind of children, man. That is heartbreaking. And it is, once again, to grow up with that type of fear. Crazy, right? And yeah, the robots, what would they do? And say, hey, shortcut to let nature prevail, get rid of these human beings. Maybe. There was one name, right? Who was it again? The guy who really prevented destruction because he didn't press the button. And I'm blanking on that.
Living on Mars yet, but I think they'll still be living around here.
I think they may, unless they have another planet to go to, there'll be loads of tower blocks, or people will be restricted to a certain amount of kids, and
probably be computers running the country.
But when it comes to wars and things like that, nuclear bombs, and then they're designing these different gases that can kill people within seconds and things like that, I think that aspect of technology should be wiped out completely.
Man.
Amazing, isn't it?
Amen to
20
that.
years later, and the issues remain the same.
And those were some very, very wise children. They asked like the smartest of the class. Whoa, was everybody that smart back then? What would happen now? Hey, no, I'm not underestimating our kids. Hey, that was very interesting to see. I wonder, some of these people, if they're still with us, what they think about it, it's quite amazing to see that, man. The kids from the 60s, they were pretty much on the money. And maybe we're getting awfully close to some of the other predictions by the girl at the end there with the radiation and stuff. Wow. All right, we're trying to keep it positive here. This was interesting. If you have any other recommendations for these type of videos, I'm seeing more of these, and I know there's I watched a few of those interviews that sometimes people would do on the street, in cities way back in the day, but there's probably a lot more that I haven't watched. And this is so interesting to learn a little bit more, to hear about other people's views, and to be open to other perspectives. Yeah, we can use some of that, man. Hey, thank you for being here, everybody. Stay safe out there. And yeah. What would you name your robot? Do we name robots or do they name themselves? I don't know. I would like to be friends with a robot. Because the alternative sometimes, don't get me started. Peace out.